guys, I just finished my 18th year of existence and I'm now in my 19th. Woo! Basically, aside from responsibilities, being 18 means I've gotten all this knowledge and wisdom and stuff. I mean, if you asked me what the numbers for pi are, I could totally tell you. Since pi and math in general is a little bit boring, I'm going to give you guys something a lot more interesting for this video. Basically, I'm going to give you guys 18 life lessons / pieces of advice that I've learned in my 18 years of existence. Don't waste money on things you know you shouldn't when they're not important. Sometimes you shouldn't buy the things. If you don't have a thigh gap, don't worry about it, they're pretty useless. And if you do have a thigh gap, don't worry about it, they're pretty nice. So either way, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Come to terms with the fact that your room will never be always clean and it will never be always messy. It's just constantly in a state of flux. It's probably best to procrastinate hair removal because it takes up too much time and effort when there's really no one to impress. God bless whoever invented jeans. God bless them twice. You shouldn't lead boys on because that's really cruel, and the same goes for leading on girls. You should always acknowledge and respect people's disadvantages and assist them whenever you can, but sometimes you can't, and that's okay. You shouldn't feel bad about it if you're a little bit helpless, because everyone's a little bit helpless sometimes. Just do the best that you can without hurting yourself or others. People in Bondi are abnormally tall. I mean, that's just a general observation. I don't know if that's a lesson. Time is your only enemy. The soundtrack is very, very important. The story and characters are also very important. Don't forget them as you go. The scarier it is, the better it is. Never be afraid to speak. Challenge yourself to be more complex. Never stop learning, both theoretically and practically. YOLO means that you try to do all the amazing things that you possibly can while you can, because you're probably never going to get the opportunity to do those things again or have that experience for that moment. And the last thing, but not the least thing that I learned this year specifically, is that when someone's staring at you, you have three choices. You can either subnod, salute, or wink. Being awkward or just smiling and looking away aren't options because they're not going to help you lead an interesting life. That's all I got for you guys this week, and I hope that you learned something. I hope that if you're under 18 you learned some lessons, and if you're over 18 you were reminded of some lessons, and if you are 18 then let me into your club because I'm one of you now. Please be kind. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it or you learnt something from it. Make sure you comment down below any life lessons that you have to share with other people. Don't forget to subscribe to see my face every Wednesday night. Wednesday night if you're in Australia. If you're not in Australia, I'm not sure what time you get it. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye! No, there's like a whoop, whoop. How do you clap? And the last one, but definitely and the last thing, but definitely, and the last thing, but definitely and the last thing, but definitely, new camera, new mic, new me. It sounds like the new year.